Today we're going to go over one of the top 5 interactive sites we love. One of those is Whiteboard.fi, and it is a Kahoot company, so you might be familiar with Kahoot. What is it? So Whiteboard.fi is an online whiteboard tool that's for teachers and use in the classroom. It's great for when you need to create something on the fly. It has the option to push things to students' boards so they can see on their whiteboard what you are projecting on yours. And you can see your students' work instantly. So it's very similar to that look and feel of the students holding up a whiteboard in class and showing you their answers. They do have the option to have more than one whiteboard, but a benefit to that is your students will only see one view at a time. So it is very much like a classroom setting where you're looking at a whiteboard. A great thing about this is that it deletes after 2 hours of inactivity, so you're not left with open whiteboards for your students to access. What is free? So Whiteboard.fi does have free features, and it also has some that you need to pay for. It has temporary rooms without registration, and all the other features are fee-based per month, so you could check those out if you're interested. So here we're going to do a quick demo of the actual tool. All right, here we are on Whiteboard.fi, and we're going to demo how to do this. So when you come to Whiteboard.fi, the website, you have a couple of different options. You can do new class if you're a teacher, or you could hit join class. So what we're going to do is click on new class, and I'm just going to type in testing Whiteboard.fi. And you can leave the US Data Center. You can enable waiting rooms if you want to. It's not necessary. Then at the very bottom right, you can click on plus create new class. When you do that, a message comes up on the right that a class is being created. You can then have your students access it by going to this particular link right here that is provided. You can also have them go to Whiteboard.fi and put in the classroom code, which is up here at the top. And then you can also have them, if they need to scan a QR code, you could do that, pull it open on a phone or on a device. So I am going to join this class as myself, and I'm going to, you can see here that I just joined, and it shows my whiteboard here as a student. At the top, it says toggle my whiteboard. So if you toggle my whiteboard, it will show and hide your whiteboard as the teacher. So here I'm just going to write a quick message. And in doing that, the students can, on their device, hit toggle my whiteboard and see what their teacher has been sharing with them. You can also see what the students are doing at the bottom. So at the bottom, you see student whiteboards, and because I joined my own whiteboard from my personal device, my phone, I can draw on it, and whenever it syncs, you will see that I tried to draw a heart not very well, and the student whiteboard is shown so the teacher can check it. So this is really great for when you're on the fly, checking for understanding to see what the students are doing. So that's the student view. Up here again on the teacher view, you can have more than one whiteboard ready, so you could hit plus. I do want to point out, when you do hit plus, the students are only viewing one whiteboard at a time. So you'll see that the one that has the eyeball showing it for students is shown. The one that has the line through it, students cannot see. So you can get over here and prepare something you want for your students to see. And then when you're ready to switch, you can change over. So you might want to put a background and then maybe graph a linear equation and ask the students to find the slope. And I'm just going to type with my mouse real quick and then hit the push button up here at the top on the right. You can push to all students, just the current page, all pages, or you can push to students as a background for their current page. So right now I'm just going to push to students the current page. And in doing that, the students will see on their Whiteboard.fi, since they've joined the class, they will see what you have pushed out. Oh, they didn't see it because I didn't toggle over. So once I hit toggle over, I'll need to make sure the students can see it. So then once you toggle over, it's been pushed out. There are a bunch of normal content editor tools up here that you could utilize. There's text, there's pictures, there's PDFs, you can cut stuff out. So there's a bunch of common tools that you might have seen in other apps that you might want to utilize here. There's an option to insert emojis, so you could check for how students are understanding something and change the size of things. You can also manipulate and change everything to flatten the image. So if you've done a bunch of drawings and you want that to be the background, you can do that. So that's an option here as well. I hope you liked this Whiteboard.fi feature that you could use our app in your class. It's very easy to use, and it might be something that you would want to utilize as you create stuff on the fly in your classroom.